Hello, Instagram. How are you guys are doing this afternoon? I have Artbykswizz, aka Karen, doing her podcast interview. Art by Artbykswizz. I do apologize. Bringing some people on here. I hope everybody have a happy Friday. TGIF to everybody. Hello, hey Art. I'm about to bring you on. I'm just waiting on everybody to tune in. If they don't tune in, I'm just going to go ahead and bring you on. Go ahead and send your requests in now. Trying to bring you. Hello, Art. How are you? I see you in there.
Oh, look at my art. This is my art where I do all my work for Sedan.
Wow. Wow. Are you coming? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm giving Miss
What?
Art by Artbykswizz, known as Miss Karen. How are you doing? All the way from Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm so far from you.
What part of Wisconsin are you in?
I'm just north of Milwaukee.
Really? Oh, they ain't nowhere. They're just about 2 hours away, maybe 35 minutes. It all depends on the express. How's the weather out there?
Oh, it was hot today, just like it is down in Chicago.
Well, we got a little breeze in. We got some breeze in here. We got breeze.
That's why
Finally,
it's
we got breeze. Yeah, it's
that's why it's the
beautiful.
windy city, right?
Yeah, man, I'm loving the windy city, but hey, what can I say? Let's go ahead and get you started. So, you've been managing Sedan for how long now?
About 6 years or so.
Really? Now, how did you get started working with Sedan and being his manager, making sure he's okay with the dressing, the hair, the hat, the do-rag? I mean, how did you become to do that?
Oh, we were friends first,
Okay.
and we kind of met through a mutual friend who passed away in December, DJ Cisco. And one night he sent me some music, and I'm like, why don't you send that to DJ Cisco? And then from there, Cisco signed him on to the record label and told him, well, you need a manager. So Sedan said, you're my manager.
Wow, that's awesome. That is really awesome. Now, would you manage any other artists besides Sedan?
Well, I have been asked, but I work a full-time job, and it's hard. I mean, Sedan is a full-time job too. Taking care of getting the music registered, scheduling studio time, going to the shows and stuff. So,
Wow. Wow. For 6 years, you've been doing that straight. I wanted to say a little shout out to King Mikey the Great. He's looking for a manager. Maybe you can link.
well, I have to listen to some to see how, if I even like their sound in that, because I also do I do some A&R work behind the people. Your feed keeps on freezing. I don't know if you know that, but it might be your Wi-Fi.
Oh, no. Let me see if I can push it over some. Okay, there we go. Okay, hello everybody. Can y'all hear me clearer? Okay.
Yeah.
If they give me a
But
thumbs up, y'all
anyways,
can hear because I moved everything around.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
invited to a lot of review shows, and because uh, I'm I'm a hard one to get past. Okay, with reviews and that, and so I've had. There were times I was getting 10 to 15 messages a day from artists in my music, and
It's
and then
been. I love.
I direct. Yep, I see you. I direct them like to radio shows or review shows and stuff like that. So and I do a little A&R. Shout out to Keith White from Steady Grind Music Publishing. He's one of my mentors. I've learned so much from him. King Charlie Prince is a good friend of mine. I have learned a lot from him. So I utilize that into what we kind of do with Sedan, and in my directing other artists to other people.
Right. Wow. Now, if you wanted to require any other assistant managers or, as they say, the help of different artists, are you the one that everybody come running to, or you could assist them with other management companies?
Right. Yeah. I can send them in a right direction, and sometimes they'll send me, oh look, I got a email from Atlantic Records, and it's like, wait up, don't sign anything because there's a lot of scams out there, and I do the research, and
That's
pretty much
good.
I do it for nothing for them because they are friends. I've made a lot of independent artist friends, not only in the U.S. but also in the U.K. and one is in Scotland. He goes by the name of D Note, so shout out to my D Note. But I've been on teams and stuff, and I'm an admin for a lot of their pages and that. So, and I got a whole ton of shout outs to do too yet. So,
Yes. And how did you meet Chuck? Was that your first time ever meet Chucky Chuck, or you met him before?
I started going to the Springfield Park reunion on their second year, and I haven't missed since. And it's kind of like we're family now. I've been to Eddie OJ's sister's house, and I've helped her set up for after parties and stuff like that. And usually when I go, I bring stuff like cheese and sausage from Wisconsin. And, I love Chuck. Chuck is awesome. And I think at first they didn't know how to react, who's this older white lady doing here, and Queens and hanging out. But they've taken me in as family, and I consider them family and good friends. And I do anything for them. I'm very protective of my friends and family, and I'll go extra for them.
Uh-oh, sorry. We doing a gangster lean over here. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so I just wanted to let you know I really
Jeffrey Martin is one of the Amazing Force brothers. They were the act that went on before Sedan.
You sure was. And Jeffery, you up next. I'm going to do your interview later on tonight. So, Jeffery, me and you going to have some talking to do, sir. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Mr. Jeffery.
The Amazing Force brothers are going to be on FOHK Radio next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So, and tonight, FOHK Radio, which is Sedan's Instagram, and it's at SEDAN_NYC, and at 9 o'clock Eastern Time tonight, which is 8 o'clock our time because you and I are in the same time zone. He's going to be chopping it up with Eddie O.J. Williamson, and then following, it's a double header, following with Lady Miz tonight. Now, Lady Miz, we go back quite a few years already. Sedan and I had talked her into coming to Springfield Park. I said, bring the kids, I'll help you watch the kids and all that stuff, and then took her by the hand too, like, this is Mikey D, and this is the Jeff Hardy, and this is this, and I'm like, did you bring your business cards, and, promote, and yeah, that's how we do.
Yes. Karen, I'm telling you guys, Karen was like, she was on top of everything. She was like, Bonnie, get this person, get that person. But I did not forget Almighty Force brothers. I did not forget you guys. So
they were awesome.
Guess what? I'm bringing. Let me see if I can bring him in here. I'm about to see if I can get you on here now. We're gonna go live with you right now. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Queens, New York to Chicago to Wisconsin, we bring in Jeff L. Martin Force MD brothers. Oh my God, for Almighty Force brothers. I'm sorry, Almighty Force. Get yourself in here. Come on. I'm welling you in here now. you done did a mouthful now. Yes.
Now.
You know you in trouble.
What's up, Bonnie?
How are you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm just chilling, being cool like I am. Cause that's what I do. How you doing, Karen?
Hi, Ann. Yeah, at the show, all of a sudden somebody's standing next to me. Hi, Karen. Look. There he is,
I mean, you know what? When I was out there playing, Jeffery, I think I was like the first one that gave you a hug. And I said, hey. And I gave him one of them mommyly hugs, like, hey, how are you? When I seen you on that stage, like I said, you were gonna have. I think I was gonna either break dance, do the old school 1990s Running Man, guys. I'm just saying. I thought I was gonna do the truth dance in a minute because when they started doing it, I said, Now they ain't playing my song. That's my jam. How did they know that's my jam? And
that's
that was
what
like
I'm talking about. That's what I like to hear.
Yes. Now, tell the people where they could find you, because I got some questions for you, brother.
Okay.
And Karen already know what kind of questions I'm gonna ask you, but now I'm about to throw you underneath the bus tonight.
Hey, it's all good, but let me start off by saying my signature. For those of you that don't know me, I'm yours truly. For short, that's YT Shahi from the Almighty Force Brothers. And yes, how the real Bonnie Chambers was just telling y'all, yeah, we bring that real old school hip hop, because that's what we do. I've been doing this since the late 70s, and I ain't stopped yet. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going harder now than I ever went.
You know what? I want you to spit out. Give me about 16 bars.
Oh, that's easy.
Fire them.
You want it right now?
Yes, right now. Fire it up.
Okay, this is for the hotties that love Big Shahi. I like my women to arouse me when I'm drowsy. Drink rum with a lemon twist. Last girl I was living with got caught up in my rhythm. Now she living in rhythm bliss. Single father worked harder than the hardest. I generated loot, guaranteed to make a profit. Like 45 Jordan size back from retirement. Too cool to be a fool while I rule my environment.
You know, when I saw the documentary, I can't tell you who told me about the documentary, but of course, I'm sorry, I got to give up the name. I'm not a real name dropper, but it was one from the Furious Five. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Furious Five.
okay.
I talked to. I did an interview with. It didn't turn out right. He got upset. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I do apologize, Farshawn. But you know, I was on the phone while I was interviewing him, and that sucks. But it's okay.
Oh,
right,
But
right, right.
it's okay because I still have his contact number and I still get in contact with him
Well,
to
that's
this
cool.
day.
I'm saying as long as it can still be
And
cordial, at least, you know.
the, and I need to let everybody know, Queen Bridge Trip documentary, the Tribe of documentary is
Yeah.
off the chain. Well, it was starting. I think that was MC Shine. MC
MC
Shine.
Shan. Yeah,
He was
MC
the
Shan.
one that did the documentary, and I saw it. I got the history of it, and it's like MC Shane said. Only way you could be able to recognize the legends of hip hop if you have to be there when they start shooting their barbs, and that's
Right.
what he said.
Okay.
And I also did an interview with MC Shane last year. This is my very first interview of this year of the mainstream artists. To me, you are still going to be the mainstream artist in my eyesight because anytime I heard you all on the radio, anytime I heard you guys on the what's that, the soundtrack,
Uh-huh.
and if anybody don't know, y'all better go back to y'all history. Beat Street,
The Beat Street, one of the first hip hop movies. Yep. Beat
Beat
Street.
Street. Come on now. Like I said, I didn't did my research. I didn't
Yep.
did my documentary research. Y'all can't tell me I don't know my hip hop because I can tell y'all something about hip hop.
That's what I'm talking about. This real body chambers. I ain't mad at you.
You know,
Now
so
I can
hip
tell
hop.
you, I can tell you a little story about MC Shan. I could also tell you a little story about Beat Street and the movie Crush Groove. You remember Crush Groove?
Crush, groove. Uh, 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 uh. Come on now,
Crush
I'm a king of rock.
grooving,
Stepping in
body
C,
moving.
ground inside it. Come on now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
right
talking Fat
now.
Boys, Curtis Blow.
Man,
I
come
just
on
want to
now.
tell you that yours truly, Shahi, for short, that's YT Shahi, was in the movie Crush Groove. I had a itty bitty baby part, and I got paid for being in the movie that day, so it was really a good day, you know.
Period. Okay, because I still watch my movie. Wait a minute, let me tell you something. I would pay $3.99. Then that's how much it costs. If y'all go to Prime TV, Amazon, you are gonna pay $3.99
Uh-huh.
just to see the movie Crush Food. Now, if y'all can't watch that, y'all can't talk to me. I'm sorry. I'm backing down. Sorry, Chucky Chuck, but this is the real true Bonnie Chambers right here, right now.
I like it. I like
I'm
it.
gonna preach it to you. You know, I can tell you who all was in there. I saw, and you can say yes or no. But what
Uh-huh.
I saw was the original Russell Simmons before Kim.
Russell. Yep, Russell.
I
Russell,
see
definitely.
right Now
one more person that you left out from Crust Groove, who was actually like one of the stars of the movie. If I rule the world,
yes.
I love all the girls. I love them, baby. Curtis Blow. Why you leave out Curtis Blow?
Right.
And back
what?
in 1987, I was in the recording studio with Curtis Blow way back then.
Sure was. You know what? My mother used to call my son Curtis Blow.
Oh, word?
Because he always took off his shirt and he had a six pack at the age of 6. So my mom like that go Curtis Blow. My mother was in love with Curtis Blow. And to this day she still listens to Curtis Blow. And I still, like I said,
I was hoping that Curtis Blow was going. You know, Curtis Blow got an invitation to come to Springfield this year. He got this invitation the same day as Red Alert, as the same day as another artist that didn't show. But Curtis Blow got an invitation to come to Springfield, but it had to work out with his schedule and getting him out here from California. So hopefully Chuck might be able to pull it off and we get him out here next year.
You see, I just looked at you, right? You see, I'm looking at you now.
Yep.
My mouth just dropped, y'all.
I was trying to get Tony Crush to just come and show up and hang out, you know.
That would have been dope. That would have been real nice.
Yeah.
You know what would have been really dope though? If Nas was in there.
Yeah.
Nas and Roxanne Shante. If those two, we gotta get them too. I'm coming back. I love it. Queen, shout me so much love.
Roxanne Shante is the one that influenced Nas to be a rapper.
Yeah, because
if you saw her story, you saw her documentary, a movie. She the one that influenced Nas.
Right. And I think if you want to interview Roxanne Shante, you have to go through either MC Shan or Van Silk.
Oh, Van Silk knows everybody.
Oh, that's not no problem with me because I got Van Silk next week, so I will bring Van Silk on. So that's
right. I listen to Have a Nice Day with Roxanne Shante Monday through Friday on Rock the Bells, channel 43. You know, every day. I can't miss it.
I hear that.
Roxanne
Shante, one of the pioneer females in hip hop, especially from Queens.
Yes,
and they made a movie about her.
Yeah. I learned things about her that I didn't know, which was cool.
Right, and she was able to talk about it, and that's the good thing about it, because when you talk about it and be about it and doing it, that's open doors for all women. She opened up the doors for me as a young person, listening, giving the ear of her voice.
Right.
So, I always love me some Roxanne Shante.
The real Roxanne.
The real Roxanne Shante. I am the real Roxanne Shante. I need to tag her into this. But
and then Bonnie also, just to circle back, I have my story about MC Shan. Now, it was 1980, I would say 84 or 85. My brother and I, we entered a rap contest at the Elm Court Drug Center. The name of the contest was Say No to Drugs Rap Contest. At the time, MC Shan hit that he had out was Jane, Stop This Crazy Thing. Remember the crack song?
Yeah.
So MC Shan was the judge of that contest. Now, there had to be about 25 groups that performed that day. We were number 21 to take the stage. When we got on the stage, it had been going on for about 2 hours. Everybody that got on stage before us was forgotten about, and everybody that got on stage after us, nobody paid for no attention. So that was an easy win for us in that rap contest. After that contest, MC Shan came to us. He said, hey, man, I really like your style. I'm down with Mr. Magic and Fly Ty. We forming this thing called the Juice Crew. I want to introduce
Yes. Sedan
Well,
is
I'm gonna
the
be
man.
tuning in. In
And
about a
shout out to
half hour, I
Chucky
gotta be
Chuck
tuning in
and
over to Sedan show.
Poncho.
Pancho in the building too. Hey guys,
Yep,
how are
yep,
you? Man, this
Hey,
is
I
the
see
honor.
Chucky Chuck. I see Chucky Chuck is in the building. Peace, Chuck.
yep.
Yes, yes. Check out. Let me tell you. If it wasn't for Chucky Chuck, I would not. But actually, if it wasn't for Sedan to tell Chucky Chuck and Van Silk about, hey, let's see if Buddy could come out here. It was a tight schedule, but I made it. It was awesome. I ain't even thought about no sleep. I was like,
Wait
hell,
a minute.
I'm too.
So when I was going to sleep the other night ago, when I saw something pop up on my phone saying Chucky Chuck is live at the Real Bonnie Chambers at almost midnight, that really happened? I wasn't dreaming that?
No,
No.
you weren't dreaming it.
Oh, no.
That is no. I'm
So
team no sleep.
when you said you were going to call me later, you were serious.
Yes.
You have to remember though, she's an hour behind you. So she forgets that,
Exactly.
1 in the morning for you is midnight for her,
Exactly.
Actually, that's playtime for me because I'm on my phone. I'm networking because if you're not networking, you ain't working. So
That's true.
I'm seeing no
That's
sleep.
FOHK.
I don't get no sleep. Look, as y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see it real clearly. I try to do the makeup line, but I have dark spots and badges.
She literally worked part of the day on that Friday and then flew into New York, got there like 11:30 at night in New York, came to the show on Saturday and left on Sunday. Now,
I had the notebook with me.
Yep. For me, this was my vacation. I planned this a year ahead because I come every year. So I'm in by Tuesday afternoon. I'm shopping. I'm on Jamaica Boulevard. I'm here. I'm there. Sedan and I are driving in Brooklyn and stuff. I'm using my Metro card, right? And I didn't fly out until Monday. So I had my rest. Nice. She had a change in the ladies' room at after dark after the show for the after party, Wait
a minute. Let me tell you something. Before nobody was there, Chucky Chuck was there and his brother was there and the owner. DJ Divine and the other guy, I can't think of his name.
DJ Can Do.
Yes, DJ Can Do. Oh, I'm so sorry, DJ Can Do. This what happened was I had my luggage with me. I had everything with me. I went straight to the bathroom with my luggage, purse and all. Put my hair, at first y'all see me with my ponytail like this. Shook my hair up, did one of these numbers. So nobody couldn't really recognize me who I was. Threw on my dress. Because, as a fashion model, I used to be a fashion model in my day. So they say, you got to move quick.
Right.
I took off my clothes in less than 2 minutes. I went out the bathroom, changed my makeup, changed the eye color of my makeup. Chucky Chuck said, I'm waiting on Bonnie. I said, yes. And he looked, he said, Bonnie? I said, yes, this is me. And he said,
you did the quick change on
it. You just went in the bathroom for 2 seconds. And you changed up and looking like a fashion model. And I said, and that day, even Sedan looked at me, he said, where's Bonnie? And Cameron said, I don't see Bonnie. And I walked right past her because I had to give you a cigarette. Sorry, I guilty. I do smoke Newport 100. I do need to stop. I am guilty for that, Chucky Chuck, but I am sorry. But, only, like I said, I didn't eat that day. I wasn't hungry. I was hungry for work. I was hungry.
The food was so good out there.
You know what? I think I brought Chicago weather with me. You know, that's what it was. I brought some of that air. You know, if y'all didn't felt that breeze, that because Chicago wind came through.
I definitely felt it when I stepped out on the stage. When you heard the thunder and the lightning going on, when I walked onto the stage, I felt the breeze. If you see the performance, you'll see my vest was blowing in the wind. As soon as the music started, it stopped. So I was controlling the weather that day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I sure did. I said, I'm bringing Chicago weather to me. They need some of this wind. They need some of this air. They ain't tired of the hot air. So I'm bringing some of the windy wind. I'm just, you know.
It actually feel good out there in the shade.
You know, the first time I brought Sedan to Chicago, it was like March or something, and you know, it wasn't overly cold or anything, but he could tell the difference in the air quality from New York, because New York, you know, you have that saltwater air in that, whereas in Chicago you have the fresh water off of Lake Michigan, and it's different, you know, it just fills your lungs.
Yeah, it's different.
And you know, now we doing the alkaline water here in Chicago, so y'all gonna have the beautiful alkaline water. I still don't drink no faucet water. I get the alkaline water. The alkaline water is marvelous, smooth, pH balance, all of that. Chicago.
You make your own alkaline water. You put lemon in it, lemon slices, and it becomes alkaline.
And then I'm gonna lose my hips.
Unless you've got stock in that, you know. I don't know about you.
Then I ain't gonna be 160. I just lost 20 pounds, guys. I was 180 a couple of months ago, but I've been taking this belly juice, and I lost 180 pounds. I'm loving it. I'm feeling good. You know, as I put on that dress, I just bought that dress too. I just bought that dress like a couple of months ago. Since I found out I wasn't gonna get married, I said, "Oh hell, I don't need to get married anyway. I'm free. I'm single, free world, ready to, single, not ready to mingle." But it's just
watch out.
Hey, you know, I'm not available right now because I'm still focused on work.
I got you.
You know, stay focused on work, because work time to me, and Karen is a witness of it. She seen me. She was like, "Girl, you ain't getting sleepy." No, I'm not sleepy. I'm not tired. I'm not none of that, because I know what I have to do. I know this is work for me, because I got my work cut out for my job. You know, okay, 3 hours is one, 4 hours the next job. Okay, cool. But this is 24 hours, because now I have to do my research, get all the people lined up together. It's the date I booked myself for the past 2 weeks. And thank God, Instagram, you all brought me back onto live. I was having a hissy fit. I had to use my daughter's phone. Karen was the witness. I had to literally use my daughter's phone.
Wow.
For me to bring myself in to just go ahead and do what I needed to do.
Wow.
Like right now.
Well, you did it. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to make it work, you know?
Right.
Man, you got to make it work. You know, if not, then it won't be me. And I tell a lot of people that it won't be me if I don't get no work cut out. You know, Karen, she said, "Bonnie, you not sleep? This is do you know what time it is?" I'm like, "Karen, I'm team no sleep right now, because I know I got to get your interview done. I got to get Sedan part 3 in. I got to get Chucky Chuck. I got to get Van Stick. I got to get DJ Divine. Then I got to get Jeffery. I got to get all of." She said, "Girl, your work is cut out. Do you ever go out? Do you ever get sleep?" I don't get, I take, since I'm soon to be turned 45 in 13 more days.
All right. Happy birthday, girl, coming up.
Thank you. This is, me to be, you guys, is an honor and an early birthday present, you know.
So is it Leo or is it Virgo?
It's no Virgo. I'm straight Leo. You see, I got the Leo hairstyle right now.
All right.
I'm a Gemini, so.
One of the best people in the world that I know just happened to be a Virgo. That's why I had to ask, you know.
Oh no, no, no. I'm a Leo. I'm a true Leo. I
Okay.
roar. If you step on my good foot, then that's gonna be another roar. My kids, I get that other war out of me because they step on my feet every day. And I say, you know what? That's it. My work is cut out.
No
But
doubt. No
anyway,
doubt.
and my daughter, she said, Mom, and this is what she told me yesterday, because she's my daughter is a boxer
What?
straight out from Chicago. She's the only girl that boxes with boys. She broke the world record out here
Oh,
in Chicago. So now we're getting her situated now so where she can expand herself so she knows now that she's no longer going to be in the park district. She's going to be in the USA boxers. And like I told her coach ain't going nowhere. And
Right,
I'm saying
right,
this public. Um, Coach Jesse Johnson is not going nowhere. That's
right,
her
right.
coach since she was 6 years old. Well,
Wow.
5.5 plus 6.
Nice. Now I wish
And
her the best of
he
luck
been
with
with
her
her,
boxing, yo. That's
and she's
nice.
15.
Wow.
15 years old.
wow.
Nice.
So I understand what you're saying and where you're coming from, Karen. As a momager, this is what I do. I have to make sure she's on point. I have to make sure she gets these trips done. I got to make sure her boxing license is done. I got to make sure her hands are registered, so
Right.
she won't have any problems. So this is another reason why I don't get no sleep because I had to wake her up at 6 o'clock in the morning just so she can go to boxing at 8 o'clock. And plus I had to go to work and I had to be at work at 8. So, hey,
You
if
gotta
I'm
get
up,
up.
you're up.
That's right.
Clean
Get
your
up. Let's
feet,
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
school it, I have a whole lot on my plate. And like I told my mother, I said, you don't even know who I am anymore. She said, I'm laughing. She said, you my daughter, I know. I said, I may be your daughter, but I got a whole lot of work ahead of me. I have podcast to do. I have my daughter to do. I got you. I got to take care. I got to take care of my auntie. I got to take care. I'm taking care of family and in the midst doing a podcast. So
Right.
I'm used to it. I've been doing this for a whole year.
All
So
right. Nice.
anybody will
Nice.
tell you, and this is I love my job. I do. I love my job. I
It's
love
important.
people.
It's important to love what you do. That's why I'm still doing what I do with this music. Because we haven't put out a studio recorded song since 1991.
Oh, you're overdue.
1991, my son would have been 28 years old. So yeah.
Oh. Now in
Yeah, I
91.
started out not having kids, but I lost my baby. But thank God,
Oh.
he gave me 3 more. I got 3. I would have had a total of 6, but 3 of my babies passed away, and I got 3. So
Aw.
this is not my theory; it's God's thing. So now I'm neutered. My daughter. I have a 20.
She's neutered.
Neutered.
Did you say nuded?
I'm neutered.
She's
Unstated neutered.
neutered.
That's funny. That's funny.
And my oldest is 24. My baby boy is 19 in college. He's about to be a junior this year. Thank God he got one more year. Then I got my little 15-year-old daughter still in high school,
All
still
right.
going through the changes. And I mean,
Yep.
I don't understand the changes of these young people nowadays. It's like when I was coming up, okay? But no, I mean neutered. I'm neutered.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Anyways,
but me getting back to the music, I'm doing what I love to do. So from 91 through 2010, really through 2012, I ran a basketball league, for children.
nice.
So that's what I was doing for 20 years when I stepped away from the music. Back in 2018, the original Cypher Sounds, along with Southside Kid, the MC, and the original DJ Kid Flash, they came to me and my brother, and they asked us, they was working on a project called Day One Originals, and they wanted us to be a part of the project. So, they kind of went into my brother first, and when they was asking my brother about it, he was like, well, I gotta talk to Shy to see what he want to do. And they was like, we know Shy gonna be ready. We asking you what you gonna do. You know, you're the one that we gotta convince. You know, because everybody know. Even when I stepped away from the music, I never stepped away from the music. Every opportunity I got a chance to jump on the mic, whether it was at somebody's nuptials, whether it was a backyard barbecue, whether it was a block party. If I showed up there and they had a microphone and a DJ that could keep a beat, I never stopped doing it. But now we're doing it for real, and it feels good. We got a new album out. I've been booked all year from January through November, and I'm just loving every minute of it.
Wow.
What I like about watching you guys, besides your music, is watching you, because it's engaging. You know, I want to see what step you're going to do next and what you're going to rhyme with it. And, you know, it was like, it reminds me of the first time I saw Eddie OJ and Mikey D at Springfield Park.
Right.
And, you know, and that was before we had a stage. They were performing on the grass, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Everything was on the grass back then. And they're going, they had the rhythm, they were like in sync and everything. And then Mikey had his grandson along, and he's just a little fart, you know, and all of a sudden, and I offered to watch him for him, you know, I'll watch your grandson, and all of a sudden the little guy takes off, and there goes Mikey with the mic in his hand, chasing his grandson. He never missed a beat. And he came back, you know.
Great story. I like that.
And my surprise is for you guys is I'm trying to get you guys to come to Chicago. It's already in the process. I told Robert Kane, who's a promoter out here in Chicago for the comedy, but he also do other things too as well.
Right.
And told him to get in contact with Chuck because I want him to bring you, the whole Almighty Force, Sedandan, Mike D.
That would be nice.
Everybody from the East Coast need to come to Chicago. Even he could bring some of the rappers from Chicago here as well. You know, Chicago artists, like we have Common. A lot of people still stuck thinking that Common from New York. No, Common's are literally born and raised outside of Chicago.
I remember when he was Common Sense.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't know that. He started out with Common Sense, and then he turned around and said, I'm leaving Common Sense out, and I'm just going to use Common. You know why? Because he said it in a dictionary, but he dropped his sense back in 1997 when he dropped when he did the poetry rhyme.
Okay.
So when he did the Love Basket, that's when he started saying, I'm Common. And now I'm so proud of Common. I'm so proud of Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye is one of my favorite artists.
Yes, and yes, Kiana, yes. Bonnie always find a way to bring people together, of course, because you know what? We need this. We need to let these young people know, hey, what y'all doing is not hip-hop. What y'all saying is not hip-hop. What y'all saying, you know, this is not hip-hop movement. You want to call yourself a hip-hop, and this is my true meaning. Hip-hop is about the living the life, the culture that you live in. Through it all, you had to go through something in order for you to do something.
Okay, I like it.
Hip hop. But yes, but you know what? They're giving me time, so I will do a part 2 with you.
All right.
I'm gonna get all the Almighty Force together. I love you guys. Peace and blessings.
All right.
Positive energy. Don't let nobody take your joy away from you.
Never that. And I appreciate you pulling me in. And good night, Captain.
Thank you for having